Welcome everyone to Mystic by Colette, the channel dedicated to helping you empower yourself, rewrite your story, and claim your I am. My name is Colette Mesdag, and I am the creator of the Mystic Empowerment Card Series. Today, our theme for the card reading is Am I Worthy? Or just simply worthiness. And we'll see what the cards have to say, and we'll come back after with a quick overview of what's happening and things that you can look forward to for 2019. So the cards are ready, and we have 3 set out as per our habit and tradition here, Mystic by Colette. Now I am going to start off with reminding you that the theme this week is worthiness. So as we start with the first card from the Mystic Bliss deck for change and transformation, let's see what we have. We have I Am Freedom. Let's see if I can get that to not glare. Oh, probably not. It's the overhead lights. I'll read the sentence then. See what is offered and take flight. I am freedom. So how does that associate or relate to worthiness? I think in what's sort of coming through for me right now is just to speak about the aspect of freeing yourself from feelings of unworthiness. Because I think most of us, especially when we are challenged at any endeavor or situation that we're experiencing, we might be finding ourselves doubting who we are, what we're doing, why we're doing it, how we're doing it, because we're facing these challenges. And they cause us to step back, pause, regroup, even in some cases, stop altogether for a short while. So maybe that's part of the gift. Look what is offered and take flight, or see what is offered and take flight. So let's look at a situation and see what is being offered and how it can help us grow and build. So, and through that, maybe we can release some of those expectations and be free, so therefore we would stop doubting our worthiness. Our second card from the Mystic Journey deck for healing and nurturing is I Am Serene. Also speaking about the element of staying calm in a situation, going within rather than being influenced too much by what is happening in your surroundings, in your situation. And that allows, once again, opportunity for us to feel, remind ourselves. Let's go back to that. Let's remind ourselves about our value and what we are worth. Stop comparing ourselves from, as the blindfold is indicating, by what's happening outside of our control and by comparing ourselves to other people's lives or situation. A friend just recently posted a situation about a conversation she had with her daughter, and through all the social media and stuff like that, how this young lady was starting to feel very insecure and unworthy of all the good things that were, in her life, or even comparing herself too much with other people. So anyways, I'm going to probably speak a bit more about this card in a bit. What does come up before I move on to the third card is the fact that she is a crone. And in the category of the crone in this deck, I want to remind everybody that the element of the crone is about wisdom through experience, down to earthness. The earth symbols on the corner of the card also remind us to stay grounded and be connected to that deeper rooted elements of who we are. Again, that will help us alleviate some of these feelings of not being worthy. The past couple of months have been difficult for a lot of the sensitive people that I'm connected to, whether they're intuitive or psychic or clairvoyant, whatever the energy that they're feeling, there was an awful lot of them, basically feeling a little unsettled, as if they were questioning some really deep parts of themselves. So if you're finding yourself in that situation, come back to this peaceful, serene element of knowing and just trusting that everything you're going through is helping you grow and build some strength for you to move forward, to gain some freedom, as this first card reminds us of. So freedom again of these senses of these feelings of lack and undeserving, I think is where we're moving through in this reading. Now let's flip the third card. Visualizing. I am visualizing from the Men of Magic deck is a minstrel card. Again, looking at the story, looking at what we tell ourselves, how we communicate with ourselves. That inner voice has been, pretty active for a lot of people the last little while, and that inner voice has not been very kind, and almost like an inner critic that's coming through more than a nurturing voice. So let's revisit our story and visualize our purpose in a deeper way, rather than comparing it to what other people are saying, thinking, feeling, doing, how they're responding to it. Because it could be that you're just still working through something that needs to be put forward before you can be fully engaged in what you visualize yourself doing. It's not that you don't deserve or are unworthy of what you desire. It's the process. Trust the process. So as we start this new year, I'm going to be shifting some of the way I do these readings to get more engagement, hopefully over the next few weeks. So stay tuned and see what comes up. I'm going to try to shorten them up. One of the comments that I've received is that my 15 to 17 minute readings may be a bit long for some people, but I really do want to feed some really good information, so I don't want to do that in 5-10 minutes. So, but we'll see how that works. Anyways, the three cards basically look at what you have, who you are, what you have done, and find freedom from these feelings of unworthiness. Be at peace and serene with yourself and your situation, and ignore what's happening outside of your control. Be at peace with where you are. Be serene and visualize. Continue to visualize where you're going in order for that to expand and become a part of your fuller story, as the minstrel once again speaks about. And he is in the East. I didn't mention that earlier, but he is in the East, which is about creativity, imagination, dreams, wishes, maybe even a little bit. I haven't actually explored that. So just think about your story, who you are, how it sets you free, and find peace in this. Okay, so we're going to move back to the other camera very briefly and wrap things up. I find it really interesting that when I do a reading, I get as many messages for myself as I do for others. So in spite of the fact that my channel right now is pretty small, I'm going to continue doing these readings on a weekly basis as a commitment to myself, because I do find that I'm getting a lot more insight into the work that I'm doing, and it helps to clarify some things for myself as well. And worthiness has been a big weight on my mind the last little while because of conversations with clients as well as friends, and I think just because that's that time of year where we're looking at our situation and trying to improve it with resolutions and dreams and lists and all those things. So, and when we set a goal that we go, that's really big, maybe it's too big for me, then we start to question our worthiness. So let's review the cards very, very quickly. As I said, I'm trying to keep the readings a little shorter. It's a little tough though. Our first card was from the Mystic Bliss deck, I Am Freedom. And elements of this card, such as the glowing globe and the sparkle, Didn't talk about the dagger, I know, in the reading, so let's speak a little bit about the dagger, about cutting away things that are holding you down, such as your sense of unworthiness. And the blade is at rest, so it's showing that it's time to relax and not worry about things so much. And freedom is a sense of, breath of fresh air in your situation and your thoughts. Our second card was from the Mystic Journey deck. And this deck is for healing and nurturing. And this card is I Am Serene, one of the crones in the series, an earth card. And the depth of this image is about the aspect of that knowing from our experiences, our inner core, our depth, our intuition that has developed and evolved as we've experienced things, to know that even though we've got that inner critic telling us that we may be needing to, fix things or be a little bit more something to be able to feel deserving, then you have that gentle grandmother energy reminding you that you've done really well and you've grown. The third card from the Mystic Men of Magic deck is I Am Visualizing, and this deck is for the action and awareness. So I think this is more of an awareness of knowing that when we put thought to something, such as a sense of unworthiness, we're giving it power. And when we shift that so that we remember for ourselves that we are worthy, we are powerful, our story has meaning, back to the minstrel component of this card, it does help to alleviate some of these weighty thoughts. So that's it for this week. I just want to mention that I'm reintroducing the question of the week for the next little while to see if that generates a little bit more interest and conversation below, because I do find that I'm not getting a lot of comments. So I'm trying to figure out what I can do to improve engagement for and also improve the readings for you guys. So please share comments about what you're looking for and how I can help you. But seeing how the theme this week was worthiness, what would make this worthwhile for you, these readings? So please share, comment. If you wish, you can email me directly at info@colettemezdag.com. That's colettemezdag.com. And we can see how I can improve this as we go. But thanks for everyone who's participating. I really do appreciate your support, and I look forward to talking to you some more. Take care, guys.